50 Cent, since the start of the new year, has been beefing with everybody. I'm talking about he has beef with Marlon Wayans. We know he already had the beef with Ja Rule. He's beef with anybody and everybody that you can think of. He's been going in on Diddy. Anybody that gets in trouble, 50 Cent is coming for him, right? We seen with Mano, Jim Jones. Fabulous made a diss, track towards him, but now he's beefing with Katt Williams, and Katt Williams mentioned him in his latest special stand-up, where he talked about some things with 50 Cent, because Katt Williams, he's another guy that go in on everybody, right? But Katt Williams said this.
But the truth is, because of the shit I'm likely to say, I done really stepped in it this time. I can tell because everybody turned against me. Them streets is dangerous for me. So many motherfuckers came at me, I had to check myself and see what the I had done. I went back and watched for myself. I went and saw the Shannon Sharpe interview. I was flabbergasted. This is vicious. He didn't have to say all that. All they want me to do is shut the up. That's it. But I was just mistaken. I thought they was just gonna laugh it off. They did not laugh it off. I can't even go to SeaWorld because I said one guy looked like a walrus. Now they won't even let me in there. I said another guy couldn't read. I didn't have to say that. I could have said he don't read well. I had on a "F you" shirt. He didn't acknowledge it. I assumed he couldn't read. I was only talking about a couple people, but I should have shut the F up because I didn't know how many people it applied to. I was talking about a couple men in dresses. Now, every man that ever wore a dress can't stand my guts. As soon as they see me coming, they just grab their purse and walk the other. This shit cost me. Everybody turned against me. Even 50 Cent turned against me. You don't want him as an enemy. But I couldn't be shook, because I remembered I never done nothing to him in my life. Then I got offended. Wait a minute, mother. You got a head like a square. You would cross me? Only two square-headed men have made it in Hollywood. You and Herman Monster. Now will not be bullied. But they came after you, boy. I thought they misunderstood my job. My job is see something, say something. That's my mother's job. They always taking my shit out of context.
Now, 50 Cent is known for taking shots and digs at people, right? Just for no reason. He does certain things. That's his strategy to keep him, in the limelight and in the algorithm. That's, he's the ultimate antagonist, right? He's the guy that's just going to come and want all the smoke. He's the bully on the block. So, he always, would say certain things behind the scenes or on podcasts about Katt Williams, right? Or about short people, and talk about how you can't bully short people. They're already miserable. They already go through certain things. Short people like the toughest people on the planet because they're battle tested already, because they're used to getting picked on, or they always have to prove themselves. So he will always use this as a measure of like a man. And on podcasts, he would always do this, and he would insinuate these type of accusations towards Katt Williams, right? He would always, so that's why Katt, brought him up now in his latest comedy special. So now they have a beef going back and forth.
Abuse from the neighborhood that I grew up in. This comes from a lot of different things, and Make Sweet Love. I heard when you said it.
That's the.
It was
people.
Aggressive. I don't know why I
So
registered it that way. And then look, for people to write petitions behind it, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
That is crazy because look, you saying. Look, I follow comedic culture. I watch the comedians. I enjoy them on another level.
You are a comedian.
What I appreciate about it is they are invincible.
Yeah.
When I watch them, I look and I go, there's no point that you could do something that actually damages what they developed, what they built. Like, you know, like they go, like, in any case, like Katt Williams could fight a 15-year-old kid that is his height. And not do so well, right? And he is still Katt Williams.
I didn't like the decision on that one. I didn't like the decision. I didn't like the decision.
The rest do-over.
Yeah, that was 10-8. That was 10-8. That was 10-8. That was close. It was
That's
close.
one of those ones where you need a do-over. Right? But it does no damage to Katt Williams. He's still that guy.
Yeah.
But I was watching Jamie Foxx's new piece, right?
Yeah.
And he mentioned Katt in it. Like, to me, it meant that he had to be relevant enough.
Oh, yeah.
For Jamie to include it. It was like, and I didn't know what, like, I went to laugh. Like, if Andrew's going to do something, already, my mind is prepared. I'm conditioned to laugh. I'm waiting for the punchline. It's going to come. And I'm usually never let down. Jamie's show, that shit put me on a roller coaster.
50 Cent talks about the time when Katt Williams got beat up by a 15-year-old kid and why he actually admires Katt for it.
I would say that you are in rarefied air as someone who is uncancelable.
I've conditioned the audience to see me do things that they accepted from me, they wouldn't accept it from someone else. They laugh at it instead of being angry with it, and there's so many of them that they just get to be upset.
And because you can take a joke as well as give the joke.
I think those are the real tough guys, the comedian. I've seen Katt Williams have a fight with a 15-year-old kid and not do so good.
Yeah, bro.
He still made a good joke out of it and kept going, and Katt Williams still can't win.
So, I mean, this thing crazy. So, you know, he's talking about an incident that happened years ago. I remember here in Philadelphia when Katt was going through what he was going through, and he was high all the time, and he got beat up on stage in Philly, like behind the stage. Like, he was out there real high, was acting crazy, and he got beat down. That's when he had gave Beans like a Lambo or something like it. It's just a whole bunch of weirdo stuff that, that was going on with Katt Williams when he started to call out the industry. Y'all remember in his stand-up, he talked about being at them Hollywood parties and the dude was sniffing right in front of him. And he was like, yo, I can see you, right? He went in one door and looked in the and looked through the room and this was going on. So he was blowing the whistle on what was going on in Hollywood. And as soon as he did that, his whole life turned upside down, right? He was in the tabloids. He was being arrested. There was a whole bunch of stuff going on, and people were starting to pile on him because the industry was paying these people to ruin his reputation, right? So 50 Cent, every time he go on this show, he's talking about this altercation he had with this either 15 or 17-year-old boy when he got into a fight. He was in Ohio doing like a baseball charity thing or something, and they had an altercation, and he ended up getting beat up by the boy. And 50 Cent always talking about it.
Then you know what to do there.
They were saying that this kid was a minor, and they were saying that Katt Williams was the one that's supposed to swung first. Now, Katt was never locked up for that, but he was locked up like 22 different times, like within a year or a year and a half at that time. Y'all remember the mugshot he had when he was on there smiling, he had his teeth, his hair was all crazy, right? Then he got locked up in the mall. It was just like a lot of weird stuff, man, when they said this guy, and he went on shows and saying that he's never got high before, but they were saying, man, listen, they had pictures of him looking crazy out here, right? Crazy, crazy. And I thought his career was over. But he kind of like bounced back, he filled up arenas around the country and around the world, so he's still making money, right? But he was never arrested for this altercation with this boy, and they both told their sides of the story. But y'all remember when the young dude did the interview and he said this.
Anyways, he took me over to a secluded area and he asked me to hit him. I was like, I'm not just gonna hit you. You want your one with me, square up. Yeah. And then he sucker punched me, and so I did what I did. Yeah. The one with me, square up. Yeah. And then he sucker punched me, and so I did what I did.
Yeah, yeah.
And this is the result of it.
Yeah, yeah. It seemed like you didn't jump back on him. You didn't try to kick him or punch him.
Nah, I mean, it wasn't even nothing, I mean, my face is just a little swole, but I just got hit. I'm not hurt. Around here.
Oh wow. Okay. And where did you learn your grappling skills? I saw you took his back, you took him down. Looked pretty good out there.
Yeah, I wrestled for 2 years.
Pretty good out there.
Yeah, I wrestled for 2 years.
You wrestled for 2 years. after? Did you guys have any nice words with each other? Did he say he was sorry or anything like that?
I tried to shake his hand, and he was back on.
So after the Katt Williams special, 50 Cent responded and said, damn Katt powering at me. That's my man. All right, I'm taking a break before I don't have no friends. Okay, I got a box head. It's cool. So like this thing is crazy, right? Because we know that 50 Cent is the ultimate troll, and we know now Katt Williams is a comedian and he's the ultimate troll, right? But we know that Katt Williams and Michael Blackson, they've had their comedic beefs as well, and they went back and forth. And Michael Blackson, grew up right here in Southwest Philly, graduated from Barton. That's the homie, right? But so Michael Blackson went on there and said, "Don't worry, 50 Cent. I got his ass. I got his ass for you in my special." So everybody start laughing. So 50 Cent said, "Yeah, I put a hit on Katt Williams' ass." Michael Blackson said he gonna handle this blank for me on his special coming soon, right? So they all clowning it, and they all clowning and being goofy. And I'll be very interested to see what what Michael Blackson say about Katt Williams on his special, right? Because I think Michael Blackson is funny to me. I think Michael Blackson is funny. And Michael Blackson is a rider. Y'all remember he went on Vlad TV and he said, "Man, if it wasn't for Black Americans, I wouldn't even have a career. I owe my career to Black Americans. They was the ones that supported me when I was underground." He said that, because when he came over from Africa, he grew up here in Philly. He graduated, grew up here right in Southwest Philly, graduated from Bartram, but he honed his skill on the steps in the hood in Philly. Getting bussed on and learning how to bust back, right? And becoming a funny comedian. But I'll be real interested to see what he say about Katt Williams, and then when Katt Williams decide to strike back. But y'all gotta let me know what y'all thinking. It's 50 Cent. 50 Cent, he's at it again with somebody else. Now this time it's Katt Williams. But y'all let me know what y'all think. If y'all made it this far in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV, leave your comments in the comment section. And remember, I love y'all till the next time. Peace.